11-60. Now rewrite each of the following equations in rectangular form. Write your equations in a useful form, not necessarily y equals form. So let's take a look at letter A. Letter A has r equals 2 sine theta plus cosine theta. And they do give you a hint to multiply both sides by r. And here's the reason why. The r by itself, I could rewrite it, but it's like, what do I pick? And then the, because I will do that later, but then also there's no r sine theta. So I need to multiply each side by r. So I'm going to multiply, not square, multiply by r. So multiply by r and then multiply by r. So I'm going to get r squared equals 2r sine theta plus r cosine theta. And then from there, I can replace the r squared and then the r sine theta and the r cosine theta. So r squared is x squared plus y squared. That equals 2, and r sine theta is a y, and plus r cosine theta is x. Now, you could leave this like this because this is fine. You could also, because the x squared and the y squared, they don't have anything in front of it, you could go ahead and change it into graphing form by completing the square. But I will go ahead and leave it like this because that is what the answer key has. But you can change it so you could see that it is a circle. Letter B. Letter B is r 3 cosine 2 theta. So what you have to do is you have to handle that double angle there. So letter B, r equals 3 cosine and then 2 theta. So what I'd like you to do first is go ahead and rewrite cosine 2 theta. So we're going to have r equals 3 cosine 2 theta. There's 3 identities to pick from. I am picking the cosine squared theta minus sine squared theta. Okay. Now from here, I'm going to go ahead and do some replacing. And what I want you to realize is this. So cosine squared theta, just the cosine, if I wanted to do the rewrite, so let's take a look here. If I have x equals r cosine theta, I can have this divide off the r here, and I can have cosine theta equals x over r. So I'm going to go ahead and use that, and then I'm going to be doing the same with the sine. So I'm going to rewrite this as r equals 3, and I'm going to use a bracket like this because in parentheses it's going to be something squared because I'm just going to use the cosine, and the cosine is x over r, minus parentheses something squared, and then end that bracket, and inside here would be y minus r. All right, so from here, I'm going to go ahead and do some expanding so I can get this in a form that maybe I can see I can use. So r equals 3, and then what I have here is x squared minus y squared over r squared because I would have the x squared. So I'd have x squared over r squared minus y squared over r squared. So bringing it together, that is what I have. Now, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start rewriting the r's. Now, the trick part to this is a plain old r. So I do know that r squared equals x squared plus y squared. So a plain r will be r equals the square root of x squared plus y squared. Okay, so that's what I'm going to replace this one with. So r equals the square root of x squared plus y squared equals, I'm going to be, I'll go ahead and distribute the 3 in, and then I will replace that r squared. So then in the numerator, I would have 3x squared minus 3y squared divided by r squared, which is x squared plus y squared. So now the good thing is I have everything switched over to x's and y's. Had to do it twice to get rid of the cosines first and the sines. So now this is like over 1. So I'm going to go ahead and cross multiply. So I'm going to have the square root. And I'm actually going to rewrite this. This is really x squared plus y squared to the 1/2 times, because it's this product, these two products, times x squared plus y squared. And that equals this product, which is 3x squared minus 3y squared. And then what I want to do is I want to combine the left-hand side. So I have the x squared plus y squared. Those are multiplied. So I add the exponents. So when I have x squared plus y squared, adding the exponents, I have a 1/2 and a 1. So that's 3/2. And that equals 3x squared minus 3y squared. Now, if we didn't like the 3/2 there, I might go ahead and square each side. But before I do that, I don't like the form that this is in, the 3x squared minus 3y squared. So let me go ahead and, so this could be an answer here. Let's just say this could be an answer. But if I wanted to, I could say x squared plus y squared to the 3/2 equals, I'm going to factor that 3 back out to get this. Now, if I square both sides, so if I square this side and I square this side, here's the other answer that I could get. So this square with that half goes, so I would have x squared plus y squared cubed equals, now if I square this, I have to square this term and then this term. So 3 squared would be 9. And then I have x squared minus y squared, and that quantity is squared. So that would be another way to represent this answer. Now, for letter C, I'm going to switch the page and I'll rewrite it back on the other side, and I'll go through C with you. So we'll be looking at the R equals 6 divided by 2 minus 3 cosine theta. All right, letter C. So this one's a little trickier. So you could be trying different things, and you might want to try to square it, and that just comes into different things. So here's what I did. I went ahead and cross multiplied first. So I would have r times 2 minus 3 cosine theta equals 6. And then I'm going to go ahead and distribute it in. Now, from here, what I want to do is I want to look at solving for r, but that r cosine theta can be left alone because that's going to be switching to an x. So what I want to go ahead and do is I want to get this 3r cosine theta to the other side because it's fine where it's at. So I'll be able to rewrite that later. So I would have 2r equals 6 plus 3r cosine theta. Now I'm going to go ahead and divide off the 2. And for the reason I'm going to do that is because I just want to get it with that r equals. So divide by 2 on each side. I'm going to have r equals 3 plus, because 6 divided by 2 is 3, and then I have 3/2 r cosine theta. So from here, I'm going to replace my r like I did on the last one with the square root. So I'm going to have the square root x squared plus y squared equals, and then 3 plus 3/2, and then r cosine theta is x. So this is one of your answers that it gives you, but here's the thing. This only draws half the graph. Okay, so you need to make note of that. So what you want to do is we're going to take a look at squaring each side. So I'll go ahead and we'll start a new piece here. So if I have the x squared, the square root of x squared plus y squared equals 3 plus 3/2 x, I'm going to go ahead and square each side. And remember, that's getting me the other side of this. So I'm going to have x squared plus y squared equals, you need to multiply that out. So a generic rectangle is actually pretty helpful here. So in a generic rectangle, just put it right here. I'd have 3 and then 3 halves x. 3 and 3 halves x. Doing this, I'm going to have 9x over 2, 9x over 2, and then this is 9/4 x squared. So this will equal 9 plus 9 has, so 18 x over 2 plus 9/4 x squared. All right, so from here, I'm going to go ahead and simplify this down to a 9x. And I'll go ahead and rewrite. So I'm going to have x squared plus y squared equals 9 plus 9x plus 9/4 x squared. And then what I would do, because I can bring the x squareds together, I'll go ahead and bring everything to one side. So here you would go ahead and subtract 9/4 x squared minus 9/4 x squared. I'll bring over the negative 9x here, and then I'll bring over the 9 right away. So my final equation would be x squared minus 9/4x. That would be negative 5/4 x squared. I could write the plus y squared next, and then minus 9x minus 9, and that would equal 0. That would be another way to represent that one.